Number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah. I bought like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah. I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game.
Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Minnesota Vikings.
Fielded in the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
For the Vikings and Saints, you might recall they battled in the wild card round a season ago, and it was the guys in purple who came in and pulled off the upset, with Kirk Cousins finding Kyle Rudolph in the end zone in overtime to sew up a 26-20 win.
On the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Handoff comes to Cook. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. And the play clock becoming an issue, so Mike Zimmer's forced to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he will have a Vikings first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
The line of scrimmage.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
Almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
At their own 24-yard line.
First carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. It's a big play there for the Saints. 42 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Kamara. And some room to run now. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Going deep here for Watkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
There is something to a game plan when trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll drop to throw. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. Under pressure, they got him again. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield, get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18.
Ball carrier.
He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. He'll drop to throw. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Kolk went on to kick as he sends it away. And not his best effort there, as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at the Vikings' 42-yard line.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
2nd and 3. And down he goes.
Maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. Well, the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. third down. He'll drop to throw. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack.
If you rank one from the bottom in statistics, that's usually not good in this league. And this team, one from the bottom in sacks, but somehow they've got 3 in this game. What's going on?
I know, they're 31 of 32. They better be careful, or they're going to be top 30 in the league. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
3rd and 10.
Catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give them 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. On the ground, it's Cook. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. On play action, they'll throw. This ball's tipped and intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
looking to throw. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Saints first down.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second and 6. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara on his way to a monster game. 3 first. Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Saints 21, Vikings nothing. Will Lutz to kick
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken about 7 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll look to throw here. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. This one out quickly to Watkins. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. The Vikings on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And Marcus Williams His guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
First and 10.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
43-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 49-yard line. Running with Kamara. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Handoff. Taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
Anthony.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara.
And he is going to have a Saints first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
San Antonio.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
On the carry.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On the ground, Kamara. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
50-yard attempt.
And this one is right down Broadway. And the route is on. It's 24-0. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny? When we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You give the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They're going to look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. On the return, Deontay Harris. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Looking right. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And it's 3rd down.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Thomas. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. On the ground, this is Kamara. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done, because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Out of the gun now on third down. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
Alvin Kamara.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
And the Saints, first down.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9. The tackle is made at the Vikings 21.
A gain of 11.
Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
First down.
Now Kamara. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found. Whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Running back. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has in total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Second and 9 now. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Complete.
That catch good for 5. It's third down.
5 yards on the play. And it's third down.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
It's now 4th down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And this has no chance. It's no good, well wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. So what a let-off there. You figure that was an easy 3 points. Instead, it turns into nothing.
And from that close of range, if you start it left, your goose is cooked. And this thing, well, it never had a chance to straighten itself out.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down. To no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now
a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. As a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 46. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Kamara running on 1st down, but finding nowhere to go as he's bottled up behind the line.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now a carry here for their fullback. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. The Saints on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 14. Steps away to his left. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one. That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Cameron Jordan able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. He'll look to throw. Room past the 20. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
Running on first down is Cook, but he didn't find much there. Call it a gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. The ball comes out. This is picked up by the Saints. Think about it, Charles. This is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
A loss of 2 yards. It's 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time. Wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on first down now. Here's 2nd down. Now it's the backup Winston. Flush to his right, and he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here, you've held a team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Third and long for Winston.
Continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
It's now 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. It's incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
Turnover on downs.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
Alvin Kamara.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll give it here to his running back.
And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll indeed take a knee. And they take a knee. The Vikings going to signal for their first